Alright, so picture this. It's a blistering hot day. The sun is beating down and you're out with friends or family. Maybe you're at a picnic, a beach, or a backyard barbecue. The air feels heavy, and you're desperate for something cold. You reach into your trusty cooler, pop open the lid, and pull out a frosty drink. Instant relief, right? But have you ever stopped to wonder what's actually happening inside that box? How does a simple container manage to keep your drinks and snacks so refreshingly cold, even when the world outside feels like an oven? Let's break it down, textile, and get into the science behind the chill. At its core, a cooler isn't magic, it's pure science and clever engineering. The main job of any cooler is insulation, slowing down the transfer of heat from the outside world into whatever's inside. It's all about keeping the cold in and the heat out for as long as possible. Most coolers are built with a tough, hard plastic shell. This outer layer is designed to be durable, weather-resistant, and able to take a beating, perfect for outdoor adventures. But the real MVP sits between those walls, a thick layer of foam insulation, usually made from polyurethane or polystyrene. This foam is the secret weapon that makes coolers so effective. The foam is packed with tiny air pockets, and air is actually a terrible conductor of heat. That means the heat from outside struggles to get through, and your ice stays, well, icy for much longer than it would in a regular box or bag. This insulation is so effective that, depending on the quality of your cooler, ice can last anywhere from a few hours to several days. That's why some high-end coolers are prized by campers and outdoor enthusiasts. They can keep things cold for entire weekends. Now let's talk about how you actually use it to get the best results. When you pop in ice packs or a pile of ice, you're creating a cold zone inside the cooler. The more ice you use, the longer everything stays cold. Pro tip: pre-chill your cooler with ice before loading it up, so it starts out cold and doesn't waste energy cooling itself down. The science here is pretty cool, literally. As the ice starts to melt, it absorbs heat from the warmer air inside the cooler and from your drinks or snacks. This process keeps the temperature inside low. This process is called latent heat of fusion, which is just a fancy way of saying that the energy needed to melt the ice is what keeps everything around it cool. The ice absorbs heat as it changes from solid to liquid, and that's what makes your drink stay frosty. But here's where good construction really matters. Every time you open the lid, warm air sneaks in and cold air escapes. The tighter the lid, the less this happens. Some higher-end coolers even have rubber gaskets, pretty much like a refrigerator, to seal that cold in. These gaskets create an airtight barrier, making it even harder for heat to get inside. And those drain plugs at the bottom? They let you get rid of the water without opening the lid all the way, keeping the temperature inside more stable. It's a small feature, but it makes a big difference, especially on long trips. Let's bust a myth really quick. Adding salt to your ice doesn't help unless you want to make ice cream. Salt lowers the freezing point of water, which is great for making things colder than ice alone, but it also makes the ice melt faster. For regular chilling, it's not what you want. For everyday use, just stick with plenty of ice. Keep the lid closed as much as possible, and try not to open it too often. The less you open it, the longer your stuff stays cold. So, next time you grab a cold drink from your cooler, remember, it's all about smart insulation, airtight seals, and a little help from the laws of thermodynamics. It's a perfect blend of simple science and clever design. Simple science, super chill results. It's amazing how a bit of engineering can make your summer days so much better. If you found this breakdown cool, smash that like button and let me know what other tech mysteries you want me to unpack. There's a lot more science hiding in everyday things than you might think. Stay chill, enjoy your cold drinks, and I'll catch you in the next one.